Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Anisha and today I will start a new topic and this topic is the electrochemistry. Today I will introduce some basic terms of the electrochemistry. You have to have clear-cut knowledge about these terms. So today mainly I will introduce the what is electrolyte, what is cathode, what is anode and what is electrochemical cell and the types of the electrochemical cell and that's all. So I will make some videos on this electrochemistry topic which will helpful for your CSR NEET, GATE or IIT JAM preparation. At first I will like to introduce the term what is electrolyte. Now electrolyte is a entity which in the solution state can dissociate into some ions electrolyte is a material in the solution phase which can generate ion, like the salts. Salts are mainly the electrolyte salts, like NaCl. If NaCl in the solution state, not solid, in the aqueous state, NaCl will be dissociated to Na plus Cl minus. So this NaCl can generate ions in the solution phase. So NaCl is a electrolyte, okay, which can generate ion in the solution phase. These are actually known as the electrolyte. Another is the Na2SO4. Na2SO4, okay. Now this can form 2 Na plus SO4 2 minus. So this is also an electrolyte in the solution phase. This can dissociate in these two terms, okay. Or not only salt, there are many things which can be act as the electrolyte. Like if we are using HCl, which is an acid, strong acid, it will dissociate to H plus Cl minus in the solution state. So HCl is also an electrolyte. Is H2O, that is water. Water also can act as an electrolyte because in the acid medium, this can form the H plus and OH minus. This can form, or you can the H plus in terms of the H3O plus and OH minus. So H2O also can produce ions in the solution state in presence of the acid. So H2O is also electrolyte. So electrolyte is nothing but a material which can produce ion in the solution state. So these are known as the electrolyte. Now chemistry is basically the chemistry of a cell. That is, this cell is consist of, this is a simple cell. This cell is consist of 2 electrode and the electrolyte solution. Okay. So this electrochemistry is a chemistry of this type of cell. So this is a simple cell. Now these are the electrode and electrode are dipped into a solution and this is a beaker. So this electrode, I told you what is the electrolyte. Electrolyte is this solution and in which electrodes are dipped. Okay. Now electrode are two types. Electrodes are two types. One is cathode and another is anode. One is cathode and another is anode. Okay. Now in case of electrolyte, I say if Ca is an electrolyte, then in the solution state it will dissociate to C plus A minus. Let C plus is the positive ion which is known as cation and A minus is the negative ion which is known as anion. Okay. The Ca electrolyte dissociate in the solution phase generating two ions which is C plus and A minus. One is cation and another is anion. Now this electrolyte is deep, these two electrodes are dipped into the electrolyte solution. So these electrolyte are known as the cathode and anode. So in one of the electrode is the positive electrode and another electrode is the negative electrode. Which electrode is positive and which electrode is negative, these are completely depends upon the what type of cell it is. So I am not mentioning cathode as positive electrode, anode as negative electrode or vice versa, that is cathode is negative electrode and anode is positive electrode. I am not saying that. So electrode which has higher potential than another, which this is known as the positive electrode, and the electrode which has lower potential than the other is known as the negative electrode. So this positive and negative, which type of electrode, cathode and anode, is completely dependent upon which type of cell you are using. Now, the electrolyte are dissociated in two parts. One is cation and another is anion. Now, cation will go to cathode. Cation will go to cathode, that is C plus will go to the cathode, and it will take electron from the cathode and forming C. Okay, and the anion, that is A minus, will go to the anode, and it will gives up the electron to the anode material. So cathode material is this type of material which can give the electron to the cation, and anode material is this type of material which can accept electron from the anion. Okay, now we know that what is the reduction and what is the oxidation. Reduction is a process where the oxidation number of the certain species decreases. Okay, or you can say that reduction is a process where there is a gain of electron, and oxidation is a process where is a loss of electron. So this is the cathode reaction, this is the cathode reaction, and this is the anode reaction. Okay, now it is clear that for the cathode reaction, the cation will gains an electron, and it will convert to a neutral species, and in the anode this anion will give up an electron. So in the cathode reduction takes place, and in the anode oxidation takes place. This is very important. In the cathode reduction takes place, and in the anode oxidation takes place. Okay, so this is very important. Cathode reaction is the reduction reaction, and anode reaction is a oxidation reaction. Cathode reaction is the reaction where reduction takes place, and anode reaction is the reaction where oxidation takes place. Now these two reaction is known as the half cell reaction. These two reaction is known as the half cell reaction, because by combining these two half cell, that is cathode and anode, we are getting a full cell. So what is the full cell reaction? Full cell reaction is just the summation of these two half cell reaction, that is the C plus A minus to C plus A. Here two electrons are cancelled out. So the full reaction is this reaction, and the half cell reaction is the reaction where the reaction at the cathode and the reaction at the anode. Now you all know that, and this is a chemical reaction. Okay, now you all know that from the thermodynamics, a chemical reaction happens spontaneously when there is a Gibbs energy change del G is equal to negative value. So this reaction is known as the spontaneous reaction. Depending upon the what is the del G value of this full cell reaction, there are two type of electrochemical cell. Okay, one is galvanic cell and another is electrolytic cell. So there are two possibilities in the del G value. One is negative value and another is positive value. Del G value of this reaction. Mind it, del G value of the full cell reaction. So there is two possibility. One is negative and another is positive. So in case of the galvanic cell, the del G value is negative value, and in case of electrolytic cell, the del G value is positive value. So in the galvanic cell, there is a spontaneous reaction takes place, and in the galvanic electrolytic cell, there is the reaction, what is the full cell reaction, is the non-spontaneous reaction. Okay, now what is the utility, why this galvanic cell and the electrolytic cell important? Because so in case of the galvanic cell, the reaction is the full cell reaction is the spontaneous reaction, means that the chemical reaction, here the chemical reaction will produce the electricity. Okay, because when you are dipping to electrode in the electrolytic cell, so there is a spontaneous reaction will happen, and by this spontaneous reaction electron will flow. So for this flowing of the electron, you don't need a external electric source. Okay, that's why here the chemical energy will convert to a electrical energy. But in case of here for the galvanic cell, the chemical energy will convert to the electrical energy. But in case of the electrolytic cell, the reaction is the non-spontaneous reaction. That means that for happening this reaction, you have to put some external energy, and if this energy is the electrical energy, then the electrical energy will convert to a chemical energy. Okay, so by this cell you can convert one energy from to another energy from. Okay, in case of galvanic cell, the chemical, from a chemical you can get a electricity, but in case of the electrolytic cell, by giving up the electricity you can get a chemical energy. So that's why these two terms are very important. How can you know that the cell reaction is the spontaneous reaction or not? You can get it from a electrochemical series. I will tell you what is the electrochemical series and why it is important in my next video. Okay, another very important important feature of the electrochemistry is that how a cell you can represent by short note. Okay, and this is a single beaker cell, and you can also think of the cell in this type. There is a electrode dipped in this electrolyte. Okay, and there is a electrode dipped in this electrolyte, another electrolyte. Okay, now these two beaker is connected by a salt bridge. This is a salt bridge. Okay, for full description of the salt bridge, I will make more videos. Okay, in this case, there in the middle there is a salt bridge, and the salt bridge is represented by this double parallel line. Okay, now in the left side of this parallel line, you have to write what is the anode reaction. In the right side you have to write what is the cathode reaction. So what is the anode reaction? Anode reaction is A minus to A. And what is the cathode reaction? Cathode reaction is C plus to C. Just by this manner, you can easily say by seeing this what is the cathode and what is the anode, and what is the cathode reaction and what is the anode reaction. The left side of this salt bridge is the anode reaction, and the right side is the cathode reaction. So in the left side, the A minus ion will convert to A, and in the right side the C plus ion will convert to C. So the anode reaction from this this is the cell notation. So from this cell notation you can say that the anode reaction is this and the cathode reaction is this. Okay, so this is the cell representation. So that's all about my today's video. These are the basic thing of the electrochemistry. From my next video, I will tell this all topic in more detail. So bye bye for today.